Welcome to the Age of Aquarius. Hope you all are doing well. And let's get into this reading for the 24th. So, this reading is for Wednesday, the 24th of May. Can you believe it? May is almost over? How is that even a thing? Right? Wow. Okay, these readings are posted for Aquarius, but they're for the collective because we're in the age of Aquarius. So this energy will likely touch your life in one way or another. So, yeah, let's start out with some 528 hertz heart chakra energy, the key of me. And when I strike these, I'm going to do two of them at the same time. When I strike these, take in a really nice deep breath of that energy, that frequency you're hearing. In through the nose, real deep, cleansing breath. And then out through your mouth, expelling all negative energy that you've built up through the day. Okay? And then once you've done that, just continue to breathe through your nose, in and out, just slow and steady and relax. Because you want to live right here in the now as you're listening to this. That way you can fully take in what's being said. Okay? Anyway, let's get into this energy. 528 hertz times 2. Here we go. It does help to listen to these with a headset on, okay? Preferably wired headset, especially for those sensitive to the Bluetooth or wireless, okay? But let's do it again one more time. See how they oscillate when it's 2? They wanted me to do 2 because we're talking about right now about partnerships, collaborations, and things of that nature. And it takes 2. And when you hear them working together like that, that energy is amazing. Just imagine what that would sound like if we got 144,000 people with a 528 hertz fork, all singing the same frequency. Just imagine what that would be like when you hear 2 of them synchronized. Just imagine what that would be like. That would be that'd be like witnessing a comet for the first time, or just something awe-inspiring, right? Or seeing a whale breach the water for the first time in your life. Just things, those moments that really stand out in your head. That would be one of those moments. 528 hertz times 144,000 people with that frequency. Wow. Okay. Heart chakra energy. And if you want to obtain your own 528 hertz tuning fork, Link is in the description for Sacred Waves. That is the company that I get my tuning forks from. They're made very high quality, made in the US. And there's a link below, and it helps fund my work here on the channel. And many blessings to those of you that do purchase through that link. Anyway, also I'm open for personal private readings. Link is in the description, or information is down there on how to obtain one. Anyway, we got some fantastic energy going on here, because it's just like that energy I told you about yesterday in the astrology. We've got this pairs thing going on with Venus and the moon together, and Mars and Black Moon Lilith together. That's inner balance as well. The balance of your right and left hemisphere of your body, your divine masculine, divine feminine energy, and trying to maintain a balance and stay in Dharma, not producing any new karma of any kind. It feels like a lot of you have totally cleared your karma out, and you don't want to get any new karma. So that balancing act. And then we've got Pluto retrograde right there at the boundary line between Aquarius and Capricorn. And that is directly across from Venus and Mars, the moon, and Black Moon Lilith. And so that teetering thing. Then we have the node squared to that Pluto, which is retrograde, and the expansive energy of Jupiter coming in on the north node over in Taurus. Now that's tropically, okay? The sun is in Gemini, and that's tropically. But if your birthday happens to fall on today, Vedically you're a Taurus. So if you're a stubborn Gemini, yeah, that would describe you. Anyway, yeah. But somebody that is very capable of getting things done, very earthly things done. Maybe not so much spiritually, even though air suggests that. When you have that grounded energy mixed with Gemini, those are the ones that get things done 3D wise. Okay? So keep that in mind. That expansion energy with that north node. A lot of you have figured out what direction you want to go, where you're headed. Could literally be where you want to move in the future, but moves nonetheless. And it's the movers, shakers energy, feels like, is going on here for sure. We have the moon itself is tropically moving from Cancer into Leo, okay? And in Cancer, that's the stomach, mucosa, breast, womb, and ovary. And in Leo, that's your heart, aorta, blood pressure, and blood circulation, okay? And you may, or, since the moon's traveling that direction, that energy's already there, okay? And we still have a little of the remnants of the moon being over in Gemini, which is shoulders, arms, hands, bronchial tubes, and lungs. So that area, the chest, okay, which includes your heart chakra and solar plexus and your throat chakra. That area, but mostly in the chest. Not so much the throat chakra, but mostly the heart chakra and solar plexus. Okay, so green and yellow energy. And it's interesting because our cards have a lot of fire energy, yellow. The moon is waxing right now, so it's not a great time for any sort of procedures or anything like that, according to many sources. The moon affects the tides and the oceans, and you are made mostly of water. So, ergo, it affects you too. 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? Simple deduction, right? If it affects that ocean and the waters in you, it will affect as well. So keep that in mind. Do stay, I'm hearing stay well hydrated. So keep that in mind. Some of you may be slipping on that a bit. Um, and in the northern hemisphere, we're going into summertime and the heat. So hydration is critical. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, with winter coming, having your fireplaces and heaters going, um, definitely that is a drying effect. So you still need to stay very hydrated regardless, okay? Because of that very dry air. Anyway, and it can affect like your mucosa of your sinuses and things like that. Um, if you get too dried out, that can actually start an infection from getting too dry, right? That's that delicate balance we have to maintain, and that balance between the nodes going on right now. We're walking a path of dharma, so try to keep that in mind. Um, yeah, the energy's very future oriented, but relaxed. I'm not feeling quite as much of that anxious energy that was there. It's more of the energy of we're going to ground these plans that we're making into existence. So we're manifesting, okay? And it's just the beginnings of that, the planning stages and starting to make those things happen, just the very early stages. We've got 4 months till we hit that time when Pluto moves back into Aquarius, okay? So it's in Aquarius right now, but it will be heading out very shortly. Let's see. Pluto, where are you? Yes, Aquarius. But it's only a 0.14 degrees in Aquarius. So it's very close to shifting into Capricorn. Let's see. If I remember right, that's June. Let me look here. I'll tell you for sure. I think it's June 11th. Tell you for sure here. Okay, we're at the 7th. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, I believe it is June 11th. I'm just double checking that for you guys because I want to tell you exactly when that happens. No, June the 7th. Nope. Hold on. I'm wrong. Just getting confused. There we go. Yeah, it's the 11th. I was correct. All right. So June 11th, it heads out of Aquarius back into Capricorn. And we have that time frame while that is happening. It's kind of like Pluto's out of sight, out of mind feeling. And we're going to line up our ducks in a row while he's not looking. He's not looking our way. Okay? So we're going to get our plans all set, everything together in that time frame, okay? Between June 11th and October. Okay? So we got basically starting now 4 months or less to get it together. Our future plans. That's the way it feels. Okay, so let me back this back up again so that we're where we need to be. The yeah, the energy is really interesting how those planets play with each other is yeah, extraordinary. Anyway, so yeah, happy birthday to the Taurus slash Gemini collective out there. And you all have these placements in your chart. Keep that in mind. That's why these Aquarius readings are for everybody, because everybody has that in their chart. All 12 houses are in everybody's chart, whether there's a planet in there or not. Okay? The energy's still there. It still rules certain parts of your life. Okay? So keep that in mind. And it'd be good to look at your birth charts, both Vedically and tropically, so you can understand yourself maybe a little bit better, especially those of you that are really trying to dig deep for, why do I do that? Why do I act that way? You know? Um, so you can heal some of that past trauma, wounding, things like that. You know, we have all done narcissistic things in the past, all of us. We're born narcissist, born with ego. And that's the part that gets you fed, diapered, clothed. It keeps you alive. Okay. Without it, you would perish, literally, because the ego is you're self-centered enough to take care of you. Okay. So having a balance with ego, and like I said, it's the balance between your service to self and service to others, and maintaining that balance in all things, in all things, relationships, work, you name it, and not creating any karma. We've cleared most of the karma out. Let's not create anything new. Okay? So, and that's for the class that plans on graduating and truly walking in Dharma and true ascension. Okay? So let's get into these cards. We got fantastic cards. Holy moly, these are great cards. The Compass card came out with the King of Fire. And I was like, oh yeah, I like seeing that. Because this king, he's the one that usually sits up on the edge of his seat because he's ready for action. He's a very action-oriented king. He's, all the kings are, but he's the one that's ready to jump at a moment's notice, if need be, right? And he really goes after what he wants. He, yeah, and he makes it known verbally too. He tells it like it is, basically, okay? But anyway, the compass. So this energy feels like charting course. And the Sabian Mysteries picture, that feels like a partnership. Notice we have two lions here. And I have a feeling this is two people carrying this king energy. Okay? It's a partnership, whether that's business, friends, family, significant other, partnerships. And see how the lions are looking at each other too. Yeah. This is definitely about that. Now there's different ways to skin the cat, so to speak. Kitties, right? There's like different options for the way ahead, but there's one that's glaringly apparent. It's really obvious. And you both are in agreement that that's the course you need to set. But you can't go there yet because there's got to be a lot of preparation done. And this is the energy you need to get that preparation done. It's the fire. Like I said, our fires kind of come back online, which is good. And the moon is moving in, and Mars is being trapped. That fire of Mars is being trapped between the moon and Black Moon Lilith in like a balance, like this weird dance of the three. It's very strange, but it's stoking the fire, okay? Anyway, which is interesting because the moon is water energy. Yep. Okay. 50, the compass. So this path is going to become very obvious which way and how you're going to do this, okay? As long as you orient your compass to true north. Now remember, the north node and Jupiter are on top of each other in Taurus. That means this expansive energy. This is grand, big move stuff. This isn't little stuff. These are major life events. Could be some of you going off to college, since it's the fall, October, November time. Um, uh, Many of you are going back to school, and that's what these plans are all about. And maybe you have a significant other you're planning to do that with. It could be a friend or a family member, maybe siblings going to the same college, whatever. Um, but it's planning strategically all that out, okay? It says the direction of your higher power, your true north node, you will never be lost, okay? In the upright, you're entering uncharted territories right now and can expect wonderful new experiences. To stay on the highest path of your destiny, you'll need to keep your compass pointed to true north. Only spirit or higher power can serve this function. Money, property, prestige, romance, and other material achievements can't help you find your true path. They are simply things you may experience along the journey. Know that Spirit is working in your life. So even if you feel lost temporarily, remember the card we had yesterday that kind of reminds you of Two of Swords? There's different options, different choices, but you're not sure which way to go. The unknown card was yesterday. So even if you're feeling lost temporarily, it will be easy to find your way. It's like I said, there's this like doorway that's going to become very obvious how to go forward. Have faith and trust for your compass with spirit as true north will ensure that you'll never be lost, even on a starless night when all seems dark. For those that need to hear this, reversed, what is your higher power right now? Whatever you constantly focus on long enough becomes your higher power. If you worry about financial insecurity, materialism is your idol. If you obsess over a relationship, that is your God. If you're concerned about your weight or your looks or your status, you've lost your personal power and your way. Nothing but spirit can be your guiding force. You'll never truly find what you seek if these worries and distractions are your constant focus. Surrender and shift your compass. Be still and watch as the needle points to true north. Align yourself and you'll easily find your way back to where you're meant to be. Okay, nice. You will find your way back. Okay, and the King of Wands is an assurance that that will happen. Yep. Love this energy. Like I said, this energy is just amazing. Okay, this card is lunar aspect of last quarter. Sacred day is spring equinox. Astrological aspect, they say Sagittarius in this book. I always see the kings as fixed energy. This is the card of Leo for me. So Leo, Sag in Aries will include all three. That fire energy that we all need so much. It's been so crippled. The shield is the dragon. And the keywords, father of spiritual growth and creation. Creation energy, right? The spark. Okay. The King of Wands is the master of fire, spiritual growth, and creation. The fiery energy of the king is intense, possessing enormous spiritual strength as it moves and blends with the cosmic flow. He's a visionary, looking out at the horizons yet to be conquered. He is a king of light, bringing energy to burn away any challenges. The King of Wands is strong, creative, passionate, and the most courageous of his king brothers, as his astrological aspect is fire of fire. The energy of the King of Wands is so powerful it is difficult to contain, but he has mastered the ability to hold his fiery raw life force kundalini channeling the energy with the divine balancing and cycling it into creations for his world. He is a spiritual mediator, symbolizing the starry bridge between matter and spirit, heaven and earth. When his blazing energy connects with the higher realms, it transforms the energy into magnificent insights, inspirations, and wonderful creations for his kingdom. The King of Wands shines with brilliant genius, enlightenment, and focused vision. He exemplifies the highest expression of creative imagination in action. The King of Wands is father, brother, son, friend, or mentor that represents the mature masculine principle and spiritual seeker. The King of Wands is a confident leader who burns with the desire to explore life and its experiences on every level. The restlessness burning inside him fuels his need to forge ahead in search for higher levels of spiritual growth and inspiration. As a progressive and independent thinker, his goal is to introduce new and innovative perspectives and ideas that benefit his kingdom. He is a noble and powerful king, ruling with honesty and strong principles, facing fears and challenges head on. The King of Wands is the Sun King, who beams his inner light out, inspiring you to embrace the life force within, expanding your energy and opening yourself to new worlds of possibilities. When the King of Wands enters, he brings news, success, honor, achievement, awards, or an unexpected opportunity. You may find yourself feeling courageous and assertive as your creativity and intuition are heightened. The king indicates a time of movement and high energy. He inspires you to look at the big picture, make plans, set goals accordingly, and move forward with confidence. The King of Wands can symbolize a person you can trust who gives you needed guidance or direction, awakening your individual potential. Now is the time to be true to your dreams and visions by taking new directions and initiating something new. You will be rewarded. There may be a need to review your unproductive patterns and old beliefs, having the courage to let them go, opening yourself to new viewpoints, perspectives, and possibilities. He reminds one that you are the creator of your future, emphasizing the need to take responsibility for the results of your actions. In the image of the King of Wands, the sun creates a halo around the king's head, symbolizing his connection to divine wisdom and God source. The king's flaming crown exemplifies his fiery kundalini energy meeting and connecting with spirit. The rubies in the crown symbolize the rising kundalini life force ascending, opening up to the divine. The king's red cloak is the color of fire, representing qualities of confidence, power, courage, passion, and determination. The two upward triangles on his shoulders symbolize his elements of fire on fire. The star pendant that clasps his cloak sits at his heart chakra, symbolizing that he rules from the inherent memory of his true soul self. His yellow gown symbolizes hope, energy, and enlightenment. The king's blue skin brings the idea that his bloodline comes from the ancient star race of the blue people, whose mission was to bring enlightenment, peace, and healing to Earth. His torso is tattooed with the triple goddess spirals and fire dragon. His arms shine with the stars of the cosmos. The king's fiery wand burns with vision, inspiration, and growth. The eight-pointed star shines out, as above, so below. The King of Wands sits on his golden dragon throne, holding his dragon shield. The dragon symbolizes transmutation, mastery, protection, courage, new beginnings, and the life force. The two magical star lions symbolize the balance between the fiery energy of the Kundalini life force and the inner strength and focused creative energy that comes when it meets with spirit. Yes, the ancient star race of the Blue People, whose mission was to bring enlightenment, peace, and healing to Earth. I know precisely who those people are. I've met them on numerous occasions. ETs are angels, FYI. Anyway, and yeah, the eight-pointed star, Sumerian text, represents Inanna. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, little tidbits of knowledge for you guys that I will drop hints-wise during the readings. And they were very fond of frequency and energy, just like the Egyptians, because they are the same, one and the same. Anyway, again, to get your key to the universe, to miracles, 528 hertz. Link is in the description below to Sacred Waves. It does help the channel. And I am available for some personal private video readings, information below on how to acquire that. All you have to do on your phones is click the little more button and it'll show you that information. Anyway, I do hope you have a fantastic day. The energy looks so good, you guys. This is really good. Stay on course, stay focused with that energy right here. Future looks really, really good. Have a really good one.